In a world where football fans argue about everything, there are a few rare unicorns that everyone just loves. No scandals, no haters, just pure footballing class and endless respect. These are the 15 top players in 2025 with zero haters. You may not support their team, but you'll never boo their name. From legends to rising stars, this list will shock you. Stick around, because number 1 on the list is literally the definition of football perfection. Let's go! Number 15 on the list is Pedri. He doesn't scream for attention, he whispers with the ball. Pedri became the face of Barcelona's rebuild, not with goals, but with grace. At just 21, he plays with the brain of a veteran. His passes, like brushstrokes on a masterpiece. He's never been arrogant, never sparked drama. Even Real Madrid fans admit, we wish he played for us. Why no haters? Because his football is beautiful, and his humility is even better. Pedri doesn't talk much, but his feet speak poetry. Pedri's game is so pure, so elegant, that rival fans clap for him. He is Spain's heartbeat, and football's silent assassin. But Pedri isn't the only one on the list. Number 14 is Son Heung-min. You don't need subtitles to understand Son's language, it's called kindness. Even when Spurs lose, he's the one comforting his teammates. He once apologized for a tackle that wasn't even his fault, and cried for the player he unintentionally injured. Son Heung-min is a top scorer, captain, ambassador. Zero theatrics, zero ego. Just a man who plays like a warrior and smiles like a saint. Son Heung-min, nicknamed the Smiling Assassin, isn't just a fancy name, that's who he is. Whether he scores a screamer or misses a sitter, Son always smiles. No diving, no drama, just devastating goals and deadly pace. Even Arsenal fans admit, we can't hate this guy. That's power. And number 13 on the list is Jamal Musala. At 21, Musiala already dribbles like he's writing poetry on grass. They call him Bambi for his elegance, but don't be fooled. He'll break your ankles and your spirit. Yet, off the pitch, soft-spoken, focused, always praising his teammates. He's never involved in scandals, never trash talks opponents. He plays the game like a pure artist, and even die-hard fans from rival clubs can't bring themselves to hate him. He moves like liquid, dribbles like Messi, plays like jazz. The Bambi on ice has grown into a full-blown monster at Bayern. Cool, humble, insanely talented, Musiala doesn't start fights. He just ends careers. Jamal Musala is an incredible player with zero haters, but Luka Modrić at number 12. He's seen empires rise and fall, but he's still here, still controlling the tempo like a maestro. From war-torn Croatia to Ballon d'Or winner, Modric's life is a movie. But he never lets success change him. When fans chant for younger stars, Modrić just keeps his head down and delivers 10 out of 10 performances. Even at 39, he wins hearts with every pass. There's no player more universally respected in the modern game. Still balling at 39? Come on! Luka's the time traveler of football. He's lived through eras, Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappé, and he's still dancing in midfield like a wizard. No ego, no enemies, just eternal class with zero haters. Modrić isn't the only Ballon d'Or winner with a spotless reputation. Meet Rodri, the number 11 on the list and one of the few players in world football with zero haters. Rodri is the chess master in a world full of sprinters. Not flashy, not loud, but always right, always in control. Rodri is like Google Chrome in midfield, always running smooth in the background, and you don't realize how good it is until it's gone. He doesn't flex, he doesn't flop, he just runs the game like a CEO in boots. Even rivals admit, Rodri is inevitable. He's the reason Man City ticks, but he never seeks the spotlight. He scores the Champions League final winner and goes back to work like nothing happened. That quiet excellence, that's why he has no haters. You can't hate someone who just never puts a foot wrong. Number 10 on the list is Jude Bellingham. He left England at 17, dominated Germany, moved to Madrid at 20, dominated Spain, he came, he saw, he conquered Spain. Bellingham walked into Real Madrid like he was born there and made the Bernabeu bow to a Brit. Charisma? Check. Clutch moments? Double check. But through it all, he's never forgotten where he came from. Jude points to the sky after every goal for his late friend. How can you hate a player like Jude Bellingham? He honors his roots, treats fans like family, and wears his heart on his sleeve. He's clutch, confident, but never cocky. And when your rivals say, "We wish we had him," you've already won. Mohamed Salah. He doesn't just carry Liverpool, he carries a nation. The pride of Egypt, the symbol of hope. Salah prays after scoring, fasts during Ramadan, and never loses that infectious smile. He donates millions quietly, lives simply. Even when defenders kick him, he just gets back up and scores. He's not just a footballer, he's a role model. That's why Salah is loved not just in Merseyside, but across the globe. Egyptian king? Nah, football king. Salah doesn't talk trash. He lets his left foot do the talking. Every season, every stat, every smile, pure respect. Even Manchester United fans are like, he's too good to hate. How about the player that went from being booed to being adored? Vinícius Jr is number 8 player with 0 haters. There was a time they mocked him, said he couldn't finish. Now, he's finishing careers. But here's the twist. He didn't fight hate with hate. He fought it with goals, with joy, with energy. And when he danced for every kid who felt different. Vinícius Jr became the face of resistance. And love followed, from being booed to being adored. He went from just flashy to absolutely world-class. Vinny turned doubters into believers. Now, he's the face of Real Madrid, and he's silenced the haters with goals, assists, and a heart of gold. No hate, just vibes. N'Golo Kanté is the number 7 player on the list with 0 haters. He's the only man who can win the World Cup, Champions League, and still smile like he just got promoted from Sunday League. Kanté drives a Mini, refuses luxury, says thank you a lot. He once showed up late to training because he didn't want to cut in line at a gas station. He's a billionaire in tackles, but a monk in spirit. Even players he outshines call him too nice to hate. Kanté's smile is as legendary as his tackles. He wins World Cups, and then cleans up the dressing room. He's not just loved, he's worshipped. Number 6 on the list is Sadio Mane. Money doesn't make Mane, humility does. He built a hospital, he built a school, he gave 70% of his salary back to his village, and when he left Liverpool, even rival fans cried. He left Liverpool with 0 drama and 100% respect. Sadio Mane isn't just loved, he's revered. He plays hard, smiles wide, and never forgets his people. Mane's love goes beyond football. There are stars, then there are legends. Mane is both. Remember the player they said he was overrated at 16? That's Martin Ødegaard at number 5 on the list. Now he's Arsenal's captain, their brain and their soul. He doesn't scream instructions. He leads by example, elegant, intelligent, always putting the team first. You can't hate Odegaard because he plays like a chess master and respects the game like a gentleman. From a Real Madrid castaway to Arsenal's midfield maestro, Odegaard earned respect the hard way. He never shouts, never dives, just destroys with dignity. Number 4 is Marcus Rashford. He fed hungry kids during a global crisis. On the pitch, ice-cold finisher. Off the pitch, hero to millions. He took on politicians and won, never lost his edge. Even Liverpool fans say, we don't like United, but we respect Rashford. While scoring for Manchester United, he was changing lives off the pitch. Rashford showed us that footballers can be more than athletes. They can be heroes. Even if you don't support United, you stand with Marcus. Number 3 player with 0 haters is Erling Holland. He looks like a Norse god, scores like a video game glitch, and celebrates like a schoolboy. He doesn't insult, doesn't dive, doesn't cheat. He scores 50 goals and still looks surprised like, did I do that? Holland is chaos on the pitch, but charm off it. His love for the game is so pure, even rival fans just laugh and say, you can't stop him. He breaks records, eats defenders, and celebrates like he's playing FIFA. Holland is a machine, but with a goofy smile that fans adore. Lionel Messi doesn't play football. He redefines it. He doesn't dive, doesn't provoke, doesn't speak much, but says everything with his left foot. For 20 years, he's been the calm in football's storm. Even those who rooted for Cristiano shed tears when Messi lifted the World Cup. He's not just a legend, he's the soul of the sport. Number 1 on the list is Andrés Iniesta, retired but timeless. He silenced a nation with a World Cup winning goal, then dedicated it to a lost friend. He led Barcelona through their golden era, but never raised his voice. Opponents tried to stop him, never hated him. He once got a standing ovation from Real Madrid fans. Let that sink in. Iniesta may have retired, but the love? Eternal. No player in history is more respected. In a game that's often cruel, these players remind us what football should be. Beautiful, pure, uniting, no hate, just heart. Who else deserves a spot on this list? Drop their names in the comments. Like, subscribe. And remember, some players don't just play the game, they uplift it.